Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh my goodness. We are up right now. I made it. Oh my goodness. Is that Squid? Squid in an Ace Attorney stream? Oh my goodness. Look at the last autosave. Straight doo-doo fart. Straight poop right out the bum. Thank God I saved before I closed it and didn't rely on the autosave. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna give it one more minute. Let people join. And then I'm gonna start. What is everybody up to today? I mean, you didn't miss it, you're just late. I got up and went to classes today. Oh my goodness. Dude, I'm probably gonna do an art stream later too, y'all. To work on the commission I just got. I'm working on Fish's commission, as well as I got one that I can quickly do. So I'm probably gonna work on that too. Get out the way, you know. Alright, let's start. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Do we not have your brooch in that room? Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room, and told to wait there. That is where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. You definitely went back. Your brooch was there. I must say, you sound wonderful, just testifying. What is his problem? Anytime a woman is even slightly fine, his ass gets so weird. And it's not even just women. He's weird around everybody. Everybody. Girls, women. Because I ain't forget how strange and evil he was whenever a young girl is on the stand and he thinks that she's pretty. Strange, evil, old fucking man. I hope he wasn't too distracted to hear what she was actually saying. There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat. And refrain from detaining her here longer than need be. Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go! Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Lemire wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. Like, girl, are you gonna let that little boy go to fucking prison? Are you gonna keep prison here too, or are they gonna send him back to, like, the home country? Because that's crazy. Imagine you don't speak this fucking language and you get sent to prison. Holy fuck! Not only, like, he's like a little boy. Her ass gonna let him go to jail in this country that he doesn't even speak the fucking language of? That's crazy! There's that one thing. I did not return backstage. Yes, you did! And you know why I know that? Because you got your little brooch back there. Objection! I remember seeing that. I know you were wearing that. I'm sorry, Lemire, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not? Why, that's Lemire. She was wearing it for her song. Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Yeah. Look at him losing his cool. No, me going live during my fanfic time is crazy. Reading fanfiction while I'm live is crazy. How about that? It's Ace Attorney time. Lock in. Let me roar. How did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Why did we just get to see her full mouth like that? Whoa. What is the meaning of this? Lemore, please explain. Lemore? See now, look at her switch up. That's crazy. She says, English is quite difficult. Nah, don't use that. Don't fuck with me. That's crazy. She said, this English shit crazy, bro. Listen, I didn't realize how competitive this English shit was. Holy fuck. That trick's not gonna work here. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. What the fuck? Damn, but you've missed one important fact. The way that he just speaks this shit so casually, like, hello? Okay, talent, I see you. Bilingual. What now? In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. What? Then why did you not... Okay. If we had someone to translate it, should we not have already taken her testimony in both languages? Just to be sure? Just to be safe? Hi! Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Right when the incident occurred. Ugh! Is she talking about that? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right. Understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Didn't we see the brooch there, though, beforehand? Mr. Latos, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way. The witness is Siren. Siren? See, I want to also mention that this is still the first trial, like first half of the trial. I just got tired, so I got off live before starting this testimony. So we've seen this like 3-4 times now in the courtroom. Hello? This flashback? Yipes. Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. Could have sworn I heard a door close. Just a glance, mind you. So this is when your brooch dropped? That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous! You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Here, forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that could counter that is evidence. So she looked at the crime scene. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. There, forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. Damn! Why we insult my voice, my forehead? And he need to stop calling me that with his big orange ass. He pissed me off so bad. I can see that tan, bro. Golly. Ugh. I closed the door immediately. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Let me roar. You did look into the room, though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well, though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Let's see when she was saying, like, other things. And I was It has to be one of those two, right? Because her head changes positions. It has to be one of these two because her head changed positions. I'm gonna try them both. Ooh! Oh! Hey! 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 She's gulping! She's gulping! Look at that! Ooh.
Gotcha!
The late Mr. Latos's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Mr. Latos's death than you are saying. What? I could see you trying not to remember. But the effort made you swallow. Oh. See, here's the thing, because why are we telling them what their, like, calls are? Like, if we were in a poker game, imagine every round, you would, like, see somebody's, like, call, and instead of just keeping that shit to yourself, you would tell them, so now they would cover up. Like, why the fuck are you telling them? You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible, after all. Why did Mr. Latos have to be shot? One moment, Lemuror. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latos have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something, I knew it! Lemuror, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. How could that be? Take this. Lemuror contradicted her own testimony. I have evidence to prove it. Yeah, it has to be that one. Because I don't think we really have anything else we could show. And the reason for that is, like, she was like, what happened? I don't know what happened. So if you walked in, you would have saw the body. So why are you asking what happened if you already knew what happened?
Take that!
Tell me, Lemuror. How did you know he had been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latos had been shot. How could you have known? Yuck! Yuck! Why did she just make that sound? And you're right, it is a question mark when it's upside down. That's sick. Lemuror, you aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something. I know it. Even the victim said so. I saw bullet holes in the wall. Girl, no, cause don't piss me off. Look, y'all. The door is right there. How the fuck would she have seen bullet holes? Like she said, there's a wall there, so he would have been out of view, according to her. But the door opens like that. The door would have blocked the fucking bullet holes from the, like, view. She wouldn't have seen the fucking bullet holes. Yeah. Let me know. They call you the Siren of Ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. A put-down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your career, yeah? How about you start letting your hair grow out naturally and stop bleaching it that ugly fucking color? How about that? Who's with me? Who's with me? Let him grow that shit out. I'm telling you right now, it's not about to be blonde. Especially that fuck-ass shade. Piss me off. Come on. Can't it be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lemire, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes. But they were in the wall. The door is on. You see, assuming you were merely glancing into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. She is so beautiful. You should not be lying like that, girl. Lemire. Yes. I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something. And I must tell you... Yes! We are in court! Hello? What is going on? Adem? Oh my god, Adem got in the chat? Holy shit! And I must tell you what it is I saw? Yes! Yes! The happenings in this trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. Shut the fuck up. But she knew how Mr. Latos died, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lemire. Very well. Notice how I'm the only one that ever gets in trouble in court in this damn game. The judge will be like for example, when I'm playing Phoenix, he'll be like, Mr. Wright, you're doing too much. I'm putting you in the corner for 20 minutes. If you get this question wrong, we're gonna send you to prison for 20 years. Huh? And then these motherfuckers just be lying, and they're like, okay, you're free to go. What? Lemire, please, continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. No, because here's the thing. With Clavier, what's it called? With Edgeworth, he was like, I don't know. He had that aura on him. You know, he had that energy. With Clavier, or not Clavier, Clavier. With Clavier, his ass will just be there. Nuh-uh, guys. Come on, no. Move on. What? Your witness is lying. Your witness is straight up lying to everybody in the court. Your witness knows something. The fucking victim that died in the fucking scene, in the scene of the crime, the victim was still alive and said, hey, this person was a witness to the crime. Please get them in the fucking courtroom. And Clavier is just there like, nuh-uh. I don't think so. My god. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. Now we're finally getting somewhere. You guys want to know something? What if I said I think it might be him? Because he's like the only other random person we have so far. If not him, he's at least gonna come on the stand. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Because, I don't know. I don't think it was her. But I don't know why the fuck she's lying so bad. It's too early to assume it's her. Hi! Hello! There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. Look at that! Finally! Thank God! Do not let that little boy go to fucking prison, bro! It was a grown person. I know it was. Thank you! Golly! No, I was just watching your playthrough. Ooh! I have to upload 2 episodes now. Because I have to upload the last episode, too. But I have been updating the Ace Attorney folder, so if you haven't, well, not folder, playlist on YouTube. So if you're not caught up with this specific game's playthrough, you can go on YouTube and watch it. So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say? This is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Air Forehead. Yeah, it's called not being a fucking idiot. Thank you. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lemuror. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. I got a snow day today. I'm hyped. Dude, it is so fucking cold outside. I don't even have my fan on anymore. It's awesome. I got a whole hoodie on. I got sweatpants on. I got socks on. Head to toe. I'm dressed head to toe. And I just have my window open. It is so nice. Yeah, we know about the little window. If there are 2 shots, I couldn't do anything to stop it. Yeah, that's real, because we know that you can only open it from a slant. But it wasn't Machi, I agree. It was a grown person. That's what I want to press. YTTD is the, Your Turn to Die? Is that what that game is called? I think I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure my friend had told me about it, but I don't have it. I haven't played it. A grown person? That's a little vague. I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know. Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female. It was a man. A young man. Colors! Colors! You don't even need to talk in this language. That motherfucker over there can translate. And you're sure of that? Yes. His voice was quite clear. Voice? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. And that voice was the voice of a man. So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latos? I think she would know the difference between the voice of her fucking manager and the voice of some random fucking man she's never met. Like, please don't fucking piss me off. Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? Tell him, fucking idiot, dumbass. If it was Mr. Latos who spoke, I would have known. Indeed. So you were at the window, and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man.
Apollo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Machi.
Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony?
It's pretty good.
It's contradictory, but sorry, I wanted to click it so fucking bad.
It's pretty good.
Well, I'd have to say it's pretty good, vital even. This shows that the shooter wasn't Machi. Huh. Surely you can't be serious, Air Forehead. I need to give him something, because this motherfucker is stupid as shit. Oh, why not? Let me war. I understand why you want to protect Machi. Yet, remember, you're the siren of the ballad, and lies do not become such a creature. What does the prosecution mean?
Apollo, what's he talking about?
How come no one but tonight when he says stuff like that? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Yes, when the murder took place. That window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. The Miroir. I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you was as a witness is somewhat lesser.
Objection!
But she's the only eyewitness we have.
Objection!
So you say. And the victim named her, the Siren, as the witness? That's right! That's what Mr. Latos. We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility. And it brought us to this. Dear Judge. Yes. The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility. But if Le Miroir can't testify,
then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence.
This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case. Oh, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Donkey. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I'd like to hear from Fräulein Detective again. Wait. Let me hear Le Miroir's testimony one more time. But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as a need arises, this witness may leave the stand. Golly. I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Air Forehead? I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Fräulein Detective, How far had we gotten until we were rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latos's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes. There was only one door in the room, and a witness, you, was standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time. We know your big ass would have a difficult time.
Sure would. Not that you would have been in there in the first place, though.
Damn!
Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself. She does state a clear case. I know his feelings hurt just a little bit. Though reading the reports, something caught my eye. Oh, what's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
She's right. Why did Mr. Latos's body disappear from the room? And end up on the top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less. A perceptive observation, Herr Judge. Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things. Shut the fuck up. You suck at your job. Terrible. God awful. He's literally the size of a fucking 2 apples. And they're talking about he carried that big giant man onto that stage. What? How?
The judge sure...
See, now, we not telling the judge that. PJ. Bro's doing tricks.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fräulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? Machi is not strong enough. He's a piano player. He's also like an actual child. Like an actual, like, how old is he? Like 11? 12? Hold on. We should have this. Hold on. We should have this. We should have this information. He's 14! He don't even look 14. He looks even younger than 14. Rose malnourished. Like, he looks like a little baby. Oh my goodness.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Le Miroir's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim, and Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
What? No, it does not.
Le Miroir's song?
A signature? Yes. The guitar serenade. You noticed its code, too, did you not? Its code? Yeah, for some reason, everything that happens in the fucking song has been happening all fucking day. Oh my goodness. All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held on to so tightly were stolen.
Then, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on the stage. Mr. Tows's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs explanation.
Guitar, guitar, up together in the sky. That's mad! It's like a story out of some fairy tale.
I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were. Hey! You know I was the one who first noticed that.
I heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing? It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge. Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next. The cross-examination. Why do they allow a minor to help the defense? What court is this? What's going on? They literally have a child about to go to jail for killing that big grown man, even though clearly he could not kill that big grown man. He couldn't drag him up there. What? They about to make some shit up. They're about to be like, he actually has the ability to go Hulk once a day. And I guess that's when he went Hulk. That's why he was knocked out. Because he had just recovered.
I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing. What do you mean by his signature? The bullet holes in the wall, of course. The bullet holes? The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
Okay, please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Because I didn't even mention this yet. But we need to remember, too. While we're at this, right? Let's remember. This is one of them big ass fucking guns. Look at this. Look at this fucking gun. Look at this fucking gun. They literally said earlier that firing this gun could lead to your shoulder dislocating. This is a 14-year-old boy that weighs like 100 pounds. He has no damage to him. How is that possible? When the fuck is this kid blasting? When the fuck is this kid training to blast guns like that? Look, this gun is fucking massive too, mind you. It wasn't even a little gun. It was a massive fucking gun. Look at him. Look at him. Even Trucy's profile is so much bigger than his. He's so tiny.
One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
And that means what, exactly? He would probably have visible injuries from the recoil. That's what I'm saying, because what the fuck?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooting facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible, to miss at that range. Blah.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very.
Okay, but there could have been a struggle.
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
Are we ignoring the fact? Okay. Depending on where he was standing when he got shot, they could have had a struggle for the gun, which led to the first shot missing and then the second shot going through his shoulder. Literally.
No, you can't be serious. Machi, he can't see.
Yeah, I almost forgot! This is a little blind boy! He can't even see! He can't even see! This is a little blind, tiny pianist boy. 14-year-old little blind, 100-pound piano boy. How the fuck was he gonna do all that? What are y'all talking about? This court case is diabolical. May y'all all go home super disappointed in yourselves. That's crazy. Y'all trying to send that little boy to jail? Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
That's why he missed? That's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed.
I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Think justice.
What do I do now? Raise an objection! No! Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see. Oh? How so? Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. The revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, right? Correct? Not right. If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tabai, is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim. A convincing argument, to be sure.
Take that, smug prosecution. Apollo?
Huh? What?
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
Yeah, you fucking moron. Why did you say that? Like, I was like, you're cooking, but for the wrong side. Apollo just turned around right now and scored on his own goal, and he's like, yes! Like, what? Why the fuck did you say that? Oh my god. He said, goal! Oh. Does it not matter why it does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point. Cripes! I really put my foot in it this time. Yeah, you did. But let's get the facts of the matter on record. If you would, Fräulein Detective. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony.
Right. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind.
Do I have anything to say to this? Hey! He was trying to write something up there. Are y'all with me all right now? Are you with me right now? The victim tried to write something up there, and it's all smudged up. How would Machi know to rub that off if he was blind? If the victim wrote something on the floor quietly after being shot, how would the killer have known to rub that out? Nah, we got him. The prosecution holds that the shooter couldn't see. A scientific conclusion based on a thorough examination of the crime scene, yes. Apparently not thorough enough. I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim. What? This is that evidence. The photograph of the crime scene? I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no time to think twice.
Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Look at you pointing your stinky little fingers at me. They're big, nasty, bulky rings. Do you think if we took his ring off, it would stink underneath? You think if we took them rings off, we're immediately like, we're gonna get hit, it's gonna be like immediately hit with an odor. Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. The contradiction at the scene of the crime is... La 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 la! La 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 la!
Take that!
The contradiction is right here. The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision, but it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something? Aha! I get it. At least I think I get it.
You know what? Well, look at your dumb ass. You don't fucking understand anything. What's it called? All this motherfucker does is fucking lie in the courtroom, fucking deny everything, deny and dress slutty. Eat hot chip and dress whorish.
When Mr. Latos was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name? It's clearly a logical conclusion. Drat. I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Neither would I. Let's put it together, come on. The gears are going. No one has anything else to say? About what? That little blind boy did it. Throw his ass in death row immediately. Who's with me? Like, oh my god.
So the prosecution accepts this. You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer, and that the killer tried to rub the name out.
What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latos was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was...
Wait. Once he saw what it was? But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind?
Ah! Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tabai, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what this all means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now, it seems I owe the court an apology. The Gamoniers are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently, this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. Uh-oh. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't.
'Cause he fucking does. I've got an idea. Let's rock. With these documents. But before that, I have a question for the four-line detective, if I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think Machi Tabai is blind? Uh-oh!
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course. He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Does Lemire lead him around by the hand all the time? No way. Are you telling me he's not blind? Hey, little Borginian boy. Can you see? Bro's about to turn around and start fucking shooting hieroglyphics at us. Oh my god. High-key ableist. Bro just assumed that he was blind! Oh my god. I have a report here on the defendant, Machi Tabai. According to this, Machi Tabai can see perfectly well.
What?
Oh my god. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy to those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
Objection!
But you said...
What did I say exactly? There, forehead. Now, once in the course of this trial, have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did that was four-line detective.
But that's...
A significant fact, yes. Consider, Machi Tabai sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Herr Forehead neatly explained those for us. Fuck! Damn! He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. Why wasn't this presented sooner? Because it worked in his fucking favor. He's a little dickhead. He wouldn't have said it. He wouldn't have said it if it just played out in a way that he liked. He would have let everybody believe that this little boy was blind. Now we have to go check and see if he has any bruising on his body, because that's the only way to, like, be like, hey, look, he's actually, like, not injured at all from shooting that gun. Not even a little bit. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. Ugh. This is where the real fun begins, there, forehead. I know you didn't have what it took.
You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
I almost said comedic, but...
Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry.
That's no way to apologize.
He's angered the Trucy now. Look out. Why did we call her the Trucy? Like the Hulk? Like, what's going on? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. I need to refill my water. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Hi. He's angered the Drusi now. Oh. Look out. If we can please end the bickering. Now.
Whatever. I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case. If it kills me.
Okay, girl. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Ugh, don't say that. Ah! Aha!
What?
This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seems to be what happened, yes.
We might be able to find out what was really written there. Really? You can do that. That's right. With this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it?
I do. I remember. I remember.
It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Huh. Yes. Have we done those tests yet? As if I'm gonna tell you. The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform a blood test, the section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in the court now.
Right. Go for it, Apollo.
Huh? I have to do the test?
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. Why am I doing it? A chemical that reacts to blood. I've never heard of...
I've heard of this somewhere, not I've never. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Why am I doing it? She's the professional. Whatever. Y'all just don't like when people do jobs they're good at.
Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me.
Apollo, your hands are shaking.
Ugh, let's do this. Okay, we're just gonna... Oh my gosh. Hold on. Wow, it really works.
This must be the power of science. It says IPXX314206? Is that the killer's name?
Bro got killed by a Tesla bot! Oh my god! Bro, not even. That's just straight up Elon's son. Oh my god. I have it. So what is it? Although those letters, IPXX, look familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Guitars for the Gaviniers. His day job is as a detective in Criminal Affairs, Division 3. What was I saying earlier? When I said that I think it might be him, I don't know. First of all, he's the only one that would be able to get close enough to Clavier. Like, very important. He's the only one that could immediately, like, have that kind of, like, closeness. He's also the only one that could go backstage like that, too. His hair has sin in it. My god, I knew it. I knew his little ass was up to something. I fucking knew it. Yes. Most undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Why would Mr. Latos even know a number like that?
Good show, Fräulein Detective. Rock on.
Eh?
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. I love being right. I love being correct. Darian, have you heard what we need? Go check into this Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No. Give me 27. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight. Or so it seems. Yet if this number is really that of an Interpol agent...
Oh, wait, I know. What if Machi Tabai is really an undercover Interpol agent? Shut the fuck up, Emma! Please, don't piss me off.
Wasting my damn child. Stop trying to get this child thrown to prison. That would be a possibility. Xavier, shut up. Who's your friend? A possibility, yes. The one that would mark him as the killer for certain. The thing that gets me, okay? The thing that gets me is how would he have done everything else? Because we're saying, oh, well, you know, the killer is following the song. How would he have gotten his keys from his fucking house? This random-ass child. How would he have known where he lived, went out there, gotten the keys from him, and was able to steal the keys, set his guitar on fire, all of that shit? Even though he would have been performing, mind you. He would have been playing the piano when his guitar set ablaze. How would he have done all of that? Nobody's brought that up yet. How would he have done all that? Because we would need to explain how he did everything else leading up to the murder. Why did Latos know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tabai. What are you talking about? Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see, just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until the last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see? It was his whole thing! Y'all just said that. Y'all just said it was a part of his, like, brand. Which is still, like, side-eye, but he's a kid, so of course he's gonna go along with it. Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Air Forehead? Me? Machi Tabai pretended he was blind. Do you know why? Because it's a part of his brand. Bro doesn't even speak English. They could have been like, put these glasses on. I think that there's a chance that he might turn out to know English, and I'm gonna be really fucking mad if that happens. I'm gonna be so fucking real with y'all. Because if it turns out that he knows English too, not only is he not blind, but he also speaks English, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Like, we're gonna all be like, okay, let's, what's it called? Okay, let's bring him up to the witness stand. He's like, guys, please! Please! Do you know why?
How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time. Something wrong? Do you think, perhaps, this is all some kind of game? No, the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. Do I have anything? Guys, can I say something crazy? So, we know for a fact that this whole time, they've been saying that he's blind and that he can't see, and that's why, by hand, Machi consistently holds, Lemiroir's hand, so that she can guide him. See, now, I understand that they want to play it up, but that feels a bit much, wouldn't it? Unless, you know, someone was actually being led around. What if he isn't the blind one? Because she just said earlier that she could hear someone's voice, but then they were like, the window was actually locked, and she was genuinely shocked by that. She didn't know that the window was locked, but anybody who could see would know that the window is locked. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tabaya pretended to be blind, but it wasn't for his own sake. Get that? Getting the picture now? It wasn't for himself? Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? The postcard, because it's like, I guess that's the only thing we really have of her. Right? Which means, no, it couldn't be. It'd show her forehead. It seems you've thought of something. Why can't I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well. Look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. Can we flip this? We can't. So this is just it, completely.
Take that!
Is this Lemiroir? Lemiroir and Machi Tabaya. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lemiroir and her pianist, they would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times. Yet, we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this whole? Why did they have to keep up this whole? Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Oh my god, my tongue's a little dry. I need some water. Whoa, wasn't it part of their performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by hand at all. That can only mean one thing. Really? Really. It was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by hand was Lemiroir. I fucking knew it. Fourth wall, you missed my discovery. What's this? So you mean to say that Lemiroir is... She's... Yes, Your Honor. Lemiroir is blind. I knew it! What? Order, order, order! This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Is it now? Please shed some light. Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Yet, I see it as not vast in vain. This time. He's quite correct. But that makes no sense.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Also, it makes no sense because she's the main attraction. Like, yes, he's also a part of the act as her pianist, but that makes no fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like, why would they go above and beyond to lie and add that onto the story unless they wanted to cover for something like really big? And she's the bigger of the two. And her whole brand is like the painting and everything like that. Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lemuro herself? I believe she was still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now.
Bailiff, bring in Lemuro. Lemuro. It pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must.
Please, do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes. She really can't see? Really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Borginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are?
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lemuro. Note, too, that my memories begin in darkness.
Dagger, finally made it.
The word light has no meaning for Lemuro.
I see. You may recall me saying something toward the beginning of this trial there, Forehead.
What's that?
I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Now, Lemuro, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
This is crazy. Imagine, like, something happened at the backstage of a fucking Ariana Grande concert, and then you find out that Ariana Grande is fucking blind. Like, this is basically what just happened for all the little Borginians that were watching the trial. Yes, of course. No, I admit. I'm a little lost here. You're always fucking lost. Dementia grandpa on the fucking stand. Now, you telling me this man is allowed to send people to their deaths to prison? What? He's out here writing up death row fucking prosecutions for people? Oh my god. Convicting people, sending them to prison for the rest of their lives? He can't keep up with shit. He's actually dumb. He's genuinely stupid. I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. Like, I don't even care if everybody's confused. I'm still gonna insult him. I hate him. The judge is genuinely such an icon. Dumb bastard. Dumb bald bastard. Dagger be saying that like we ain't got all them screenshots of him saying weird shit to them little girls. So close to forming a thought. He ain't no icon. He's an old, decrepit man. Yo, I forgot, bro. No, he's strange and evil.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would...
She told us the truth in the beginning. She said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There's one thing in her testimony that bothered me.
Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Maybe one day you'll learn the importance of, tan blindness. I don't know. Bleach blindness, maybe. You know, for that hair. I know you touch that shit and all you hear is like... Like, that's what his hair sounds like when you touch it. That shit is dried the fuck out. All that fucking bleach. That is not your hair color. Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness. They found out she's blind and they're babying her. Oh my god. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, y'all did not care earlier. That's crazy. Like, she's not a normal ass person. She just can't see.
Okay. There's only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy.
Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. That means that the manager would know, but he still said, oh my god! Golly! What was I gonna say? Excuse me? What was I saying? The manager would have known then. And if he knew, then why would he call her as a witness? Like, why would he say in his final moments that she was a witness? Bro was holding that in for centuries. It was just a little burp, guys. Oh my goodness. What the heck?
Hold it!
When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latos? Dagger, you've been missing it. I be getting this shit. Dagger, you don't stay long enough to see. Like earlier, I found out she was blind way beforehand. And right now, my main guy that I think, and I said this like really early on in the trial, but I think that it's probably him. Because, I don't know. Bro's sus to me. When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latos? Don't answer if it is.
Of course. He was my manager.
So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was.
He's alive. Oh, Lord, here we go. 6th time we're going over this fucking flashback. Golly. Apollo, please go to therapy after this. Like, are we just, like, brushing over the fact that Apollo watched the light drain from this man's eyes? Motherfucker is going on with his day-to-day, but clearly it's affecting him, because why have we seen this flashback 6 times?
He's alive. Mr. Latos, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Bro, you can't possibly imagine how worse it gets for Apollo. He can't afford therapy. We know he can't afford therapy. We're fucking poor. These motherfuckers poor as shit. We got Trucy over here spending thousands of dollars because her ass got hyper fixated on this doo-doo fart ass band. Like, damn. Phoenix ain't even at the trial right now. He working in the mines, trying to pay back the credit card bills that they're getting so that they're not in debt. Golly. Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latos. Tell me, who was the witness?
I feel so bad for this guy. All this guy did was come in, be named Romaine Lettuce, and then fucking die. Like, that's crazy.
Hang in there, Mr. Latos. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is Siren. Like, we have seen this exact moment so many times.
Mr. Latos told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. Tisk. What did I just say?
You need to learn to think for yourself.
Meaning what?
There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said.
Think of his last words once more.
The witness, Siren? We heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean, what he said before that. Before? What came before? That's right. He tried to tell you. When he said, can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense did not.
Shut the fuck up!
Well, there, forehead. Try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. I'm gonna get real homophobic in 5 minutes, guys. Trust.
Enough is enough. As you should! Not as you should!
Huh?
Order! Order!
Recall Lemiro's earlier testimony. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
That's not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latos witnessed her through the window. Why else would he have named her as the witness? But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots, and the man's voice. Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed.
She's like Daredevil. Leave her alone. She has like super hearing. Leave her the fuck alone. Cover them up, bro. I'm saying, he out here titties out in the courtroom? A man died!
Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course. But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
Hey, let's bring that big, disgusting, massive lump of hair that's in his band. Motherfucker want to be Josuke so fucking bad with that ugly ass, long ass hair. Your Honor! What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? We have the results back from the investigation. The investigation? The Interpol number that Mr. Latos left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescend, your report, please. Because why my funniest comments wouldn't appear on your screen? You just have to screenshot them and put them in the live chat on Discord. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darien. Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latos. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latos himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. I like to believe, if I'm correct about this, and, like, she heard his voice and he's actually the killer or whatever, he came up on stage to quickly give that number, and she's just sitting there, like, you know, waiting for her turn to speak again or whatever. And he started talking, she goes, the nanosecond he opened his lips like that. He's like, see the number here, and she's like, oh! So when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity, and a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latos was an undercover Interpol agent? So him being Lemiroir's manager was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found.
Well, hell with it.
It concerns that .45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Romain Latos. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registered number on the revolver matched. So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense.
Ah! Wait! There was also that random-ass fucking motherfucker that kept running past us in the hallways. I just remember he existed. There was also that guy. We still need to talk to him, obviously. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver.
So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op.
On an undercover op. I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's got to tie in somehow, you'd think.
Yeah, somehow. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescend. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Wait! The mirror! Is something the matter? That voice just now! That voice just now! Darien? Mr. Darien, is it? It was him! I'm sure of it. It was him? You aren't saying... That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Latos, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him! It was Darien! Is this some kind of joke? What? No way. Look how long his hair is in the back, too. Golly! Get a haircut, bum! Damn! I hope y'all realize how crazy long his hair is. Like that, his hair gotta go to his knees. That's insane. Because don't forget, some of that shit is pulled all the way up to go like 90 fucking feet in the front. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state, the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I've never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Lemire, figuring Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lemire heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it.
Hey, no one being out now, Apollo.
He's hiding something for show? Mold! I know it's all knotted and nasty in there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's mold in his hair. How else is he keeping it up like that? Gel every day? He's not refreshing that. He's going to bed with the same haircut. Let's see. Before we continue, let me check my let me check my creator camp goals.
Hey guys, we gotta reach. We gotta get to 10K likes. Who's with me? Who's with me?
Well, we need more than that, but I'm not gonna make y'all do more than that.
Come on, guys, let's get to 10K likes. Let's get that button pressed. Come on, everybody.
It wants me to co-host so bad. I think I'll do a co-host. I'll do a co-host soon. I don't co-host because what the fuck am I supposed to do with my little avatar? If I co-host, it only puts my camera on. Okay, Butters. That's not even my Butters impression. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. I could do better than that.
Hey, Apollo.
What?
Well, you know. Actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not.
Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Well, you know the trial today. I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Score? Oh, gee. I guess I would, or maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you are. I'm just as bad as you.
See? It was so vague.
Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX 314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latos. And the victim, Mr. Latos. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. Who did you just curse, bro? And we don't have any idea what he was investigating.
Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lemire told the whole court. Wait, that voice just now. It was him. I'm sure of it. That voice I heard.
Talking to... Oh my god.
Mr. Latos. Excuse me?
When I heard the gunshots fired.
It was him. It was Mr. Darian. It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
Trucy, someone died. I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion. Where's Mr. Wright's fine ass at? Trucy, where's your daddy at?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What? Is he some kind of stray that wanders in and out at will?
I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret? Bring his ass here! I haven't seen him. It's been too long. Yeah, where that beautiful man at? That's what I'm saying. Phoenix is rubbing. I mean, Trucy just spent thousands of dollars. Like, don't forget about that. They only got 20%. They only got 20% off them fucking tickets, and Apollo ain't got no money. So Trucy probably paid for his ticket too. Oh my goodness. Top secret?
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day.
Trucy, we need all the help we can get. This isn't about needing him to save the day. We need to put all our heads together. Trucy, a 14-year-old little boy is gonna go to jail if we don't figure this shit out. Like, oh my gosh.
And you've got me to help you.
We'll be fine. Trucy, the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna pull out that little fucking magician man again? Be threatened at knife point? Come on. Oh, Nat, thank you for the tiny dinies. I appreciate it. Phoenix in this arc is the definition of doing side quests. Is so fucking funny. Because where the fuck is he? Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate.
That's the spirit.
Reminder that this is, like, supposed to be set in, like, 2025. So they were just guessing shit. They were guessing what the future was gonna look like. Trucy has not mentioned TikTok once. I don't believe it. Lemira dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darien.
Lemira said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called.
Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong. This time.
Wrong? Why?
I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert.
That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Was it because was his voice playing on the speaker? Is he like a backup singer?
That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darien, even?
You bet I did!
Trucy, 2 plus 2. What is 2 plus 2? Quickly. Trucy. I'm out of tune. Like, something is off, though. Obviously. His heart was not in it. Not that time.
He's one of the Gaviniers' guitarists, after all. He's so cool.
Oh. Right. All the Gaviniers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latos backstage.
But Lemira heard him, didn't she?
She heard Darien backstage, right? The speaker. So it wasn't him. But something is off about him, for sure. Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. Agent Latos. An Interpol agent.
I was wondering, what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals.
Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name?
Trucy. Interpol. Police. Police. Interpol. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, you think he was investigating Lemuror?
What? Why would anyone do that?
Now we 10k likes. Let's go, everybody! Let's go! We hit our goal! What's it called? What day is it? It's Thursday. So we need to get to 98,000 likes. And we're already 43,000 in by Sunday. We're almost there. Let's go, everybody. Whew.
She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Don't be fooled by appearances, is all I'm saying.
But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I could spot a palmed coin at 50 paces.
If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latos up to? Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks?
It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Grimari? Grimari.
Hey, the other day... Eek!
Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He's wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
We meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's you! Uncle Volant.
Uncle Volant? He's your uncle?
No, silly. It's the great...
How do you pronounce that? Grimari. Grimari.
Volant Grimari. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I. The great Volant Grimari. As seen on television. And could you please stop smirking like that? It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact. My, how you've grown!
Good to see you again, Uncle Volant.
Is it Volant or Volant?
You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit? I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I'm quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. He does have a certain aura to him. It's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost to our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Volant's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right? Okay, Apollo, come on. She didn't even say anything wrong that time. That's literally her fucking dad. She's been calling him Daddy.
No, I mean... my real daddy.
Ooh. It would have made more sense if he was just like, this is Mr. Right. This is one of Mr. Right's friends. I don't know why he questioned her saying daddy like that. That was weird. Trucy's real father? Hold on 1 second. It's Grammari. Okay. Oh my goodness. Trip Grammari.
Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Trope Grammari.
Trip Grammari? No.
But it does sound kind of familiar.
Grammari? Is that what we're saying it? Oh, lost life. A lamentably listless lad. To not know of the greatest troupe of magicians on the planet. Volant Grammari. Or Grammari. I'm gonna go with Grammari, because that's what Apollo said. I'm trusting him. Nobody's correcting me in the chat. None of you super fans of Ace Attorney are correcting me, so I'm gonna go with Grammari. Valiant Grammari. Sorgi. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I've heard on television as a child.
You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from a safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison.
You said he's a magician? I opened the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. And this is the true miracle of true Grammari.
Wait. What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammari. Yes, Zach Grammari. A masterful maker of magician. A masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship. Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy.
Oh, no way. Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. Once upon a time, Troupe Grammari included 2 grand magicians. That's why she wants to be a magician. Myself, Volant Grammari, and my partner, Zach Grammari. That's why she calls him Uncle. And this Zach was...
He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
Do you not have any fucking friends? Girl, you are lonely. What the fuck? I'm a grown-ass man. God, I'm good for comic relief, I guess. We do not hang out every day, Trucy. There's no way. Where are your friends?
Not that I see Daddy around much these days.
I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit. Reasons? 2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Volant.
I'm sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you? When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I can feign not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy, 'twas a hot topic of discussion, and was a hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did!
Well, it wasn't my doing.
I'm his defense attorney, actually. My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape?
I gotta go. I need to finish my finals. See ya. Oh, bye. Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I've brought it for you, Trucy. On behalf of Trub Grammary. Will you watch it? Ooh. Who the fuck was that? Did y'all see that? Sing for us, Nomi. Nuh-uh. She's already singing. You hear her little voice, her little dum 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 dum. Look at how fucking orange he is. Do you see the person down there? This is what I was talking about. Who the fuck is that?
Wow. It's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious.
There are more mysterious things than our song going on. Way more mysterious. This valiant Grammary has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. Can we watch it? Like, look, you see him right there. There's a guy down there to the right. You can see it right as they go up. There's a guy right there. Right there, down there on the right. There's a person. Can I not pause it? Can I not pause it? Do I have to keep restarting? Look. There's some guy. Nomi, is that you? You got me. Oh my gosh. Because we just asked, why was he there, right? Like, why was he at the concert? Listen, he was at the concert because they needed to do the little, like, magical act, right? So let's bring it up with him. Let's show him the thing, even though he brought it. So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt.
What about the mirror vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice.
So young to be just so jaded. God. A simple sleight of hand. A petite prestidigitation Prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. You know what you're doing. Bro ate a dictionary. Golly.
So that's why you were there at the concert.
Yes. I was there to watch my trick take it. I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So you're the one who knows how it's all done. Of course, I'm like a deity, with the stage as my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. The bro's just talking to talk. It is a potent, primeval power I possess. Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? He loves the sound of his voice, you can tell immediately.
Hey now!
Trucy?
That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not. That's none, for my illusions are not mine alone, monsieur. Also
what?
recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. Well after my illusion entered. My illusion entranced the audience. Blah. Oh. Don't even ask. I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
Too bad for us. Trucy, if we don't know what's going on and we lose this case, guess who's not eating? Me and you. Mr. Wright is out here. Mr. Wright's out here mugging people. He'll be fine. He'll get a nice little dinner for himself. Me and you, we're gonna start starving. You see that fake-ass plastic food in the corner? That's what we're gonna be eating, Trucy. Whose side are you on? I, Volant Gramarye, now take my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Volant. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene. Oh, Lord, he's about to be a witness. We're gonna have to listen to him more. God. So, you'll be at the concert venue today? Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile. And with a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door, normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Volant Gramarye. I got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Le Miroir disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father. It's supposed to be see you later, alligator, and a wild crocodile. But he's, like, dumb, I guess. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect.
But they don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room.
Right. The air vent.
And he lied.
Lied?
Machi can see.
Machi?
Speak of the devil.
He looks like he's doing okay. I forget.
Oh, I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything.
Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest.
If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen.
I think she's actually worried for me. What a true, kind friend.
So, what do you think of the trial today? Whew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial.
Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. You have to be more goal-oriented if he's innocent. We win.
No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do.
Oh. Huh?
I'm glad Lemire testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect.
Darian of the Gaviners, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey.
What is it, Apollo?
No, it's nothing. Yeah, I'm wondering that too, because clearly people speak this language. It's not some insane, never spoken before language. I must be imagining it.
Imagining what, Apollo?
It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right? We all remember what I said earlier?
How could he? He's a young Borginian. He doesn't speak English.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning? Or it's scared because you keep making those "I'm so mad" faces.
Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about?
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I'm gonna have to get undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. I think I'm gonna end the stream for now. Like, I'm gonna go to the area, but I'm gonna end the stream once we enter Sunshine Coliseum. Alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna head out. I tried looking it up. What the fuck? Yeah, of course it's made up. They had fake-ass hieroglyphics for the fucking language. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.